is going to only happen if we are working together. And if we keep the business simple. If we complicate it, man, we are never going to go anywhere. Now, first on legalities, I like to repeat this in every webinar, and actually was told by the company to do that. And basically, guys, we are in network marketing. This is not free lunch. Anybody looking for free lunch and for us building the business for you, you are in the wrong call. You can go to another company or one of those guys that stuff envelopes, and I can't believe that still you receive stuff emails or for people to stuff in envelopes. But this is a serious business, and I want to say this by Leonardo da Vinci. He's one of the biggest genius ever existed, and he says simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. And guys, you want to be sophisticated, let's be simple. By doing simple things in the business, we can be really successful. Now, and this is a simple system, and you have seen it many times, and I'm going to give it a little twist today, but it's always based on the same things. You build your list, and this is something that you consistently are doing. You are connecting. You're consistently connecting, presenting, follow-up. That's when you get the referrals, the sign-up. You teach others the same and repeat the process. And of course, there are other things within this, but those are the basics. And now, something I just want to point out. These three that are here are things that we do every day, and that's the prospecting side. We are always connecting with people. We are always here. We are connecting with people. We are presenting with people, and we are following up. Those are things that we do every day. And of course, every day we are also building our list. Okay? Really simple. And now, the prospecting system, as I said, there are only 3 steps. Three, guys. Guys, just 3. And you have your list, and again, you're connecting, you're presenting, and you're following up. This is the prospecting side. As you see, the system cover also teaching others to do the same and repeating the process. But that's something that you do every day. If you apply this method consistently, you're going to be success. There's no way that you cannot be success, because numbers are always going to work for you. They work always. Now, it is so simple why many don't see it. And I think there are many reasons. Sometimes it's fear. Also, the mentality that the grass may be greener over the fence, or the other side of the fence. But anyway, and the reason is because we have that fear inside ourselves that make us look out. We try for a few minutes the business, and when I say a few minutes, let me go back. And then we get scared because things don't seem to be working. And then we start looking around. We start focusing 100% on the business. Some of you probably know that story. A few years ago, I was with, we were 4 people. We were 4 of us in the courtyard of a hotel. I think it was the Hilton Hotel in Phoenix. We were at a university, Isagenix University. And then Jimmy Smith was on the higher floor. And Lenny Evans was us. And Lenny Evans screamed to Jimmy, "Hey, how's the view from the top?" And then Jimmy looked around and he said, "Oh, here there is place for everybody here at the top." Now, what is interesting is that we were 4 people down there. 3 of us had passed $1 million. One of them didn't. One of them disappeared, quit probably after 3 or 4 months after that day at the Isagenix University. And this is really interesting because a few years later, this was probably about 3 years after that, of 3 or 4 or 5, maybe 5 years later. And by the way, at the time that Jimmy said that, none of us were millionaires. None of us had hit the first $1 million yet. But anyway, I think probably was the closest one, or maybe I already have hit it. I think probably I did, but the other 2 guys have not. But anyway, I was calling this guy. This guy called me, excuse me, the guy that didn't become a millionaire, the guy that quit. He called me trying to get me into another company. And I told him, "Oh, I already passed the $3 million. That was before. Now I'm close to the $5 million. And I'm really excited about what's happening." And he said, "You know what? Isagenix didn't work for me." And I said to him, if I had quit after 3 months, Isagenix had not worked for me either. That's the thing, guys. Many times when things seem not to be going your way, many people just tend to look around. And then they think that the grass is greener on the other side of the fence. Now, let's look back again to the system. And then I want to go back to this because this is what is going to get you successful. Now, it's really simple. First, you build your list, you connect, you present, and you follow. This is the system that you're doing for prospecting every day. Really simple. Now, we teach you how to never run out of people, even if you don't have a computer. There's no any excuse to anybody saying, hey, I don't have the people. I cannot, I don't know how to get prospects, because we have done probably 3 seminars. One of them was called Never Run Out of Leads, and the other one using Facebook, etc. Even if you don't have a computer, you don't have to have Facebook. There are many ways, many ways to get people. I'm going to tell you a short story. Last Friday, last week, I found out for sure that Colombia is going to be one of the countries announced at the New Year celebration. By the way, I don't know if I'm supposed to say it, but I am saying. And also another couple of countries that are going to be open next year. I don't know if they are going to be announced at the New Year's celebration, but I know Colombia is going to. And then one of the things that as soon as I found out, I started posting, some of you probably saw my posting on Facebook, and also I start connecting with people over Facebook. And this is what happened. Within 48 hours, I have an interview on a radio station and also a video show that I'm going to be interviewed next week, and to talk about the market. These are people that I didn't know before. And why did I do that? Because I start talking out there. Now, at the same time, I always am putting little things about financial freedom. I'm glad, and you probably saw, and only in Facebook, I'm telling to everybody, say, God, that's cool. It's snowing like crazy. I'm glad I don't have to go out. And then people start asking me. Well, a guy asked me last night about midnight also on Facebook. And then he asked me, what did I do? Because I was saying about the snow part. And then I said, I work from my home. And then they start using the script. I said, what do you do? And then I found out that the guy had been really successful in another network marketing company that was bought out by another company. Guess what? The guy invited the guy to go to the New Year's celebration because he happened to live in Phoenix. Interesting. And I mean, guys, the idea is, and where did I get the idea? It came off of just at the time. No, these are things that we have been teaching all through the different webinars that we have. It's why there is no excuse not to have people. We have scripts, a script to connect all the time. We have those scripts in howtogetgoing.com. And at the end, I'm going to show you the 2 websites that are really important to have right now. Present is really simple. Send your prospect to a tool, like a video, for example. We have amazing tools too. I don't know how many of you listened to the recording by Lynn Haggerton. She had broken records because in 14 months she became a millionaire. She maxed out her reentry, I think, in her original position, I think in 9 months. She became number 4 in the company, passing people that have been forever in the company, including me, but people like Carol Taylor, like Tony Escobar, like RGG Group. I mean, she passed them with a 6-figure income per month. And in her recording, she says something very important. She said, the goal is to connect every day with people, as many as you can, and just find out where the tools are and send them to the tool and then follow up. She doesn't use a weird system. It's very simple. Connect, send the people to the presentation, and follow up. Referrals, again, we have, you can do it with your upline and or your scripts. We have all the scripts right there. This is really simple. And when we are not doing it, it's because there is fear there, or because there's always the possibility in your subconscious, is what you believe, that you may get, there may be something better out there. But guys, there is not something like Isagenix right now. Our pay plan is paying more upfront than any other company. Already there are residual, always been famous. But the front is amazing, and wait until what is going to happen at the New Year's celebration. Now, let's talk. You must connect, present, follow with a lot of people. Most people will say no. 90 knows only 10 yes. And by the way, it could be more than that. But this is interesting. For every 100 people who join, only 1 or 2 will become leaders. And these are people that you are talking about the business. If you're selling only the products, well, your numbers probably are going to be for every 500, 1 is going to become a leader. It's why it's so important to talk about the products. You can have so bunch of no's, but what happened when people have some no's? Let's have this is a bunch of a little more than 10 no's. They quit. When I mean they quit, they stay in Isagenix, but they stop talking to people as much as when they started. And when it happened to this, you have 40, 50, 80, 90 people talking to you. A lot of people are quitting, and they don't wait for those leaders that are going to come up and explode the business. One of the things that we hear always is that in order to become a leader, to bring leaders, you have to become a leader. And there is one thing that is really the mark of a leader is persisting and consistency. If we are going to stop in the middle and we stop prospecting people, we are not going to attract people that are leaders that are going to be consistent and persistent. It's why it's so important to remember most people are going to say no, and most people are going to join only one or two become leaders. By the way, it doesn't mean that 98 people are going to quit. You're going to have some people that are doing okay, and some people that are using the product, and some people that are okay. I call it the comets because they come and go every few years. But remember these numbers. What did you have to go through 1,000 people to find your two superstars? 1,000. But you see, those superstars, you don't have even to find them because they can come from your organization. Of the people that I personally sponsor, I have two people that have become millionaires. That I personally sponsor. One is Alex Cooking. The other one is Leanne. But I have more millionaires than that. I have several millionaires in my organization. And most of them have come under somebody. I didn't sponsor them. And I didn't sponsor them. Most of the millionaires that I have in my organization. It's why, guys, consistency is so important. But you must be always out there connecting with people. And we teach you system that you don't have to spend 10 hours a day or anything like that. 1 hour a day, consistently, you are going to get the people. And we have, again, the webinars that can tell you those things. By the way, and there's no excuse in saying that you don't know enough people, because you may say right now, some of you, I don't know enough 1,000 people, but we have the trainings that teach you how to never run out of prospects, even if you don't have a computer, as I said before. You can get cards from everybody. You can even look at the newspaper. I mean, we have so many. You can go to shows, trade shows, and get cards. I mean, everything that I'm telling you, by the way, I have been covered in different trainings. And also, you can sit down in your computer if you happen to have a computer and start posting and doing the things that I have been teaching. We have been teaching in the last few weeks, and in the last actually year and a half when we start talking about Facebook. Here's your mission. This is really simple. You have your list. You're going to be connecting, presenting, and following up every day. Even right now, when you are in the middle of Christmas, right now it's funny because some people say, gosh, it's only you are moving faster today. Why? Because I want to plant the seed, because next year is going to be an amazing year, but it's going to be more amazing if you start today. Now check the 5K in 5 weeks. Make sure you check that again. And by the way, send it to your prospects. I sent this recording to one of my prospects just today. It's a prospect. I've been talking to him for a few, probably for over a month already. This guy had over thousands of people in another company, and I didn't know him before. He happened to find me because I'm out there when I'm in there on Facebook and things like that. And I was talking to Alex this morning. He said, have you sent him the 5K in 5 weeks? I realized that he had not. I sent it to him. But he called me just 5 minutes or 10 minutes before the webinar, and he was so on fire. He's also probably going to be at the New Year kickoff. But anyway, also the howtogetgoing.com. I tell you one thing, every person that is in network marketing, when they look at the different so much tools and that we have in the how to get going, they get really excited. You can actually also send people to isagenixbusiness.com. I forgot to put it there, isagenixbusiness.com. Those 3 sites, guys, for the business, you use it for yourself, for your organization, and also for your prospects as a follow-up. This is not something that you send the person the first time. It's to show the support and the tools that you have for them to build the business. Guys, this is what it is, and again, as I said, this was going to be short. I wanted to cover these three because I can believe so many people that they say, I don't know what to do. I don't know. I'm confused. This company has something amazing. They have an incredible system. And when I look, it's the same thing: connecting, presenting, following up, or send it to a video, follow up, bring people to your home if you want to show a video. And I say, I heard that before. Make your list. And on top of that, we have an incredible plan with the U plus two, then plus two. Nobody has something similar, guys, because let's suppose when you're bringing with the people with the president pack, and I'm just going to throw the number, you can investigate the numbers. You're bringing two people with the president pack, and they bring each one two. There are a total of 6 president packs, 1,800 points, it's 300 points each one, and you are getting paid $928. What percent is that? Over 50%. Show me other companies doing something similar. Guys, the same in the long term, the same the residual. We have a unique plan, really simple, one on the left, one on the right, and you can earn over 700,000. Now, what you must teach people, make sure they connect, they present, and they follow up all the time. And they always are renewing their list, always they're adding new people. And look at this, the 5K in 5 weeks. I think I've seen that one several times since Kathy Cooper brought it up. I saw the first one, 3K in 30 days. But this one is even better. For those of you that have not seen it, make sure you have a paper and a pen and start writing this. Guys, I'm really excited about what is going to happen this year. This coming year. 2012 was a strong year for Isagenix. They planted a lot of seeds. Next year, it's going to be even bigger. We have 3 years, the next 3 years, to build a business in the middle of momentum that I feel that started in sometimes in August this past year, the year that we are right now, 2012. And 2013 is going to explode. And by the way, for those of you that are waiting to see what is going to happen December 21st, that means in 4 days that the end is going to work, the world is going to end. Sorry, I'm talking backwards now. The end is going to, the world is going to end. Oh, gee, I'm talking backwards. I think I need Michael Kogan product right now. Anyway, guys, right now, this is the time. It's going to happen. Make sure that you write down your goals before the end of the year. This is something that I do always before the end of the year. Right now, I've been listening to, I love to listen to Anthony Robbins, a goal set that I have for years. And also, I'm reading the book, The Charge by Brendan Bouchard right now, that has an incredible goal setting things too. And I'm setting my goals already for next year. I already did. I am just adding more. Do that, guys. And remember, your whole business is going to be based on those 3 things. Actually, 4: making your list, and then you're connecting, presenting, and follow-up. That's your whole business. Now, I just want to say happy holidays to everybody right now. I know this is going to be a great year. I know this year has been kind of challenging also for the country, in the same that we went through the elections and we have gone through the economy and the tragedies like what happened a few days ago in the Northeast. And these are things that always test us, obviously. But I tell you one thing, guys, right now, despite all these things, we still live in the best times. I know it's hard to believe that, but we live in the best time. I prefer to live today than in the Middle Ages, than when you didn't know what was going to happen to you. Your home was going to be raided, or if you were lucky living in a castle, you were going to be attacked all the time, trying them to take everything from you. You didn't have even bathroom. You had, oh, that was terrible. We live in the best years of our life. And this coming 2013 is going to be an amazing year. Of course, it's a question of perception, where you want to have it. But anyway, guys, if you have any questions, I'm open for questions. And Alex, I don't know if you have any questions that you have there. And by the way, before Alex said already, our next call is not going to be until the 2nd week of January, and probably it's going to be a Wednesday call where we are going to do a special webinar about what happened in the New Year celebration. Also, we are going to be starting a new 90 days. I think it's the 14th It's Monday the 14th. And for those of you that are already in, you don't have to do anything. Just stay in. For those of you that want to be in, you can send an email and tell them that you want to be in, although you're going to be receiving all the information on the recordings. But anyway, guys, okay, I'm ready for questions, Alex.
Yeah, well, I tell you, can you hear me? Yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, fantastic. Yeah, I'm really excited about 2013. I'm excited about 2012. I mean, it was a fantastic year. Isagenix is really breaking records. Our teams, I can see huge numbers of people that are starting to get into their own momentum and so on. And we definitely have to take advantage over the next few years. And let me just go over here and see if somebody has some questions. And I have here a question from Victoria, and it's if you can please share again the book that you're currently reading.
Yeah, it's called the Charge, and it's by. Oops, hold on a second. Let me see if I can get it on one of the sites. Let's see. Let's Google the Charge by Brett, because in that way you can see. Um, oh, I spelling wrong. And the Charge. Okay, I think that's here. Let's see. I'm going to Amazon. Oh, that's right. That's the book. Here you see. The Charge by Brendan Bouchard. Activating the 10 human drives that make you feel alive. It's a great, great, great book. It's called The Charge. This book became a bestseller just about a few months ago. I think it's just 3 months ago when it became a bestseller. Great book. Okay, and you can get it on Amazon, as you see here. You can also, somebody told me that they have already a audio recorded version. And by the way, it's interesting here, and obviously probably because it's really good. They have already 118 reviews and has almost 5 stars, 4.5 stars. Obviously, you don't make everybody happy. There's always going to be a half star that is going to be happy. But obviously, in 118, almost 5 star, that means that the book is really good. By the way, Alex, do you see when I use the markers?
Yes,
Can you see that? Oh yeah, because I made
absolutely.
me red.
I can see a red marker right now. Actually, I'm colorblind. I just found out today. That's blue, but
Yeah, that's blue right now. Well, I had it red before. Okay, do you have any other question?
let's see.
Oh, I
Actually,
have a
Bon.
question right over here that came in a text message. Let me see.
Okay.
Hold on. See. Well, just looking for yours.
Yeah,
You can
actually, this is just a message from Bonnie, and she's wishing Merry Christmas and Happy New Year's to basically everybody, and thanking you for all you do, and
thank you, Bonnie.
so
The same to
it's
you and your beautiful baby, and to everybody, obviously too.
okay. Okay, and
Okay.
and by the way, I don't know if any of you actually reads books on Kindle or on the iPad, and I find that it is a fantastic way of reading. I use the iPad most of all, and the nice thing is that you can highlight uh, all of the important passages on the iPad or on the Kindle and revisit them later. So
Yes.
that is a fantastic way of reading a book.
Something that I'm gonna give you a little key for everybody. The Kindle, you can download it on your iPad too, even if there's a Kindle. But also, and let me show you here, you can download it also on your computer. I have it here. You see,
That's right.
I have it down there. And then the cool thing, you see the Kindle there? The cool thing is that when you have it in your computer, you can do something that you cannot do on your iPad. You can actually highlight it and copy, and then you can send message parts of the little part phrases that you think that are really inspirational. You copy and you send it in emails or post it on Facebook. I've been doing that. It's really cool, and this is a really cool thing. if you download it in your computer. I have an Apple, but that apply also
Yeah, to
to PC.
PCs.
By the way, we don't get it again. We still love you if you have a PC.
Yeah, and actually on the iPad, George, there's a way to actually also copy it and share.
Well, you can do it. You have to teach me because the only way
Yeah,
I know is by taking a picture,
yeah.
and
So,
that's not.
oh no, 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 this is the real thing. And
Okay.
actually, next year we might get a little bit more into certain things, uh, that have to do on how to use an iPad or Android or iPhone for business, because we're getting into a period of time where we have to take advantage of all the technology, and it's not as intimidating anymore. It's easy to use, and you truly can do this business in a short amount of time and really benefit from it
Yes.
with these
Let me read
tools.
the question, or just the question actually in a nutshell because it's a long question. One of the things that the person is saying that this person said that he has long, she has, it's a she has long hours in her job, plus obviously she has kids, and she said how many hours she needs to put into the business when she's doing those three things. Now, this person that's sending me the message, she's been in Isagenix just a really short time, probably about 3 weeks. She's on the call. I don't know if she's on the webinar. Is why I think she sent me the text message. But anyway, she's listening to the call. But anyway, one of the things I was going to tell you, the cool thing about this system is when you do it following the different guidelines that we teach you. Let me go here too. Okay, when you following the different things, it really doesn't take you much time when you are connecting with people, presenting, because connecting is just telling your story and then connecting. And last week we talked about creating your story. And by the way, that's already on the how to get going, the scripts, the PDF, and also the recording. Presenting is just sending people to a presentation. The only time that you take more time is if you happen to bring the person to your home, but they already have seen one of the videos in the internet. There are people that are really more open. And the follow-up is really simple. You just call and just follow the scripts. That doesn't take as much time. If you can focus the equivalent of 1 hour a day for 5 days a week, you can connect with even more than two people. When we talk about just two people a day that you're sending to the presentation, that doesn't take you an hour. That takes you way less than that. But if you're consistently for an hour, even if you divide it by time slots, like every 10 minutes, 6 times a day, that would be an hour, or half an hour, or like Alex does at the tip, at the top of the hour, you were making always call, prospecting people.
for five
Uh,
minutes. Yeah.
there for 5 minutes, prospecting for 5 minutes at the top of the hour. That's basically if it's 10 hours, obviously it's 50 minutes. If it's 8 hours, it's 40 minutes a day. But in 40 minutes a day, you can do a lot of connections. Really, you don't need a lot of time, and you always make sure that you work with your upline. She and you, I'm sure you are listening to me. You were sponsored by somebody that I sponsored. I mean that you're really close with me, and you can do 3-way calls with me. And the person that sponsored you, she's really really good, as you know. Um, Make sure you use it in the follow-up. At the same time, telling everybody that is on the call, use your uplines on the follow-up and your leaders on the follow-up because, but this doesn't take a lot of time. That's the cool thing. 1 hour a day, 2 hours is even better. But in 2 hours, you're at least presenting 10 or 15 or 20 people a day. That's basically when that can get you really fast into higher levels. And when you get to 20, if you get more hours, obviously you go even faster. But if 1 hour consistently, in a year, it can give you to a great income in less than a year, and 2 hours even better.
Yeah.
And I'm talking those hours as using this. I mean, this triangle, 5 days a week. Yeah, she sent me a text message saying thank you, and she's excited.
Yeah.
Congratulations because you just sponsor a person also. She's saying, okay, all right, go ahead.
By the way, yeah, and we have Lucy asks whether when you first present, do you lead with the business part or do you talk about the health benefits of the product?
Uh, if you want to build a business, you have to talk about the business. Actually, you can combine both because I prefer to lead with my business. It's why in other calls we talk about the different questions that you ask people, like for example, if money and time were no problem, and you have all the energy to enjoy what would you do doing, and then doing what you are doing now, how long will it take you to reach that? Obviously, that is leading you to a business, and it's why most of the people I talk about, I just send them the uh, um, the video experience Isagenix. Now, many people are not going to like the video, and that's okay because again, most people are going to say no. You're never going to find a video that 100% of the people are going to say, "Yeah, I love it. Let me join." Now, if you happen to be for certain special reason, circumstances, like somebody said, I need to lose weight, and you're not going to say, "Oh, I have money, a business that you are going to make a lot of money." No, the person is asking you, "I want to lose weight. What do you have?" But then you can use it as a business tool. Um, and when you listen to the different calls by Lisa de Mayo and Lynn Haggerty and the recordings that we have, some of the webinars that we have, when a person, you can say to the person this simple line that is, by the way, true. When you do the system with two or more people because you have the support, you got better results. Do you want to have the best result? The person is going to say yes. Oh, by the way, when you get two people that are going to do the system with you, the family pack system, and the family pack is the president pack, you're going to get 370 packs right away. Does sound cool? Yeah, you see that you indirectly, you're talking about the business, and you're going to receive, actually what you said, you're going to receive a gift card with $370. And by the way, when they each one get two people too, because they want to have the best results, you already have six people in total, you're going to make around $928. You see, that's a really indirectly way to build the business because then they want to know how to make more and how they can repeat it again. As simple as that. But that's the cool thing. When you use the product, always, you are going to talk about how they can make the money. You may not say you build an organization with your upline or downline because you don't want to confuse them when you are talking using the product as introduction, but you are telling them something that everybody understands. You receive a rebate with a card, gift card, but this time with $300 or $150 or whatever money package you are using at the time. But this is really powerful. Let me point something really important right now. Really simple. When you sponsor people, even with the 30 days, and these are just product users, I do not sponsor business builder with the president pack, with the 30 days, excuse me. I like to go with the business pack and the president pack, or the president pack, obviously. But the cool thing is when you sponsor two people with the 30 days, and the people happen to come in the same week, first of all, you make the $50 because you got two people. But if you're already a consultant, you don't get the $50, but you get for each one $50 because it's $25 the PAB. You get $50, you get $100 back right away. And then when they get two people, and this is for everybody that's in the call, you get $200 more, $100 for each one, because when a person that you sponsor become a consultant, they get two people each one, and then you get $100 for each one. You get only 200, $300 more basically, because you get the PAB, the $50 for each one is $100 plus 200, $300. And guess what? If you're not a manager, you receive $250 more. Now you receive $550. How do you do it? Just with two people that you sponsor, and they to bring two people that they are just using the product, the 30 days, and still you receive 550. Obviously, it's more with the president pack, but that shows you the power of this pay plan and how you. Well, I probably went beyond what you were asking me, but I just want to show you that you can build the business together with the product.
Well, great. So, George, there's no more questions right now, just a few comments. Everybody wishing a Merry Christmas. We do have one of the top Hispanic leaders in Isagenix with us. It's Roberto Perez from Puerto Rico, and he wishes everybody Feliz Navidad.
Roberto, Feliz Navidad. Yeah, I see that we have people as far as Canada right now, even from Montreal. Hey, Jose from Montreal, Turzi from Montreal. Come Talibu. That, by the way, that's the only thing that I know. Don't try to get into a conversation with me. Oh, I was thinking where the music is coming from.
That was Roberto. So
Oh, that
good.
was Roberto. Okay, guys, we have several languages here on the call too. I can see that we have, of course, English, Spanish, Chinese, French. Okay, welcome everybody. And I see a few of the people personal sponsored by me. You are going to be getting a call tomorrow because we are going to be setting up a mastermind with the people I sponsor. Um, that there and Alex, obviously, I sponsor you too. We are going to be
And
calling
by the
you.
way, next year I'll go with. Well, I did want to mention something because as I was cleaning out my desk here, you mentioned you're putting yourself out there, and nowadays putting yourself out there, putting your name out there, putting what you're doing, and so on is so easy with Facebook and all the social media. And I was looking at a magazine. Actually, it's a issue of Upline magazine from September of 1997, and that's where I saw a guy named George Ruiz and his story. And it actually was an article that he wrote on knowledge. And when I read that, I basically said, you know what? That stuck with me because number one, you're from Venezuela, I'm from Venezuela, so obviously, that clicked. But I loved the article and so on. And then on the old forums, the bulletin boards actually at
I'm going to try to
AOL,
find it, by the way. I just
yeah,
click.
yeah, I don't know where would it be under better
Hmm.
network. I have the original magazine, so I'll scan it and put it actually on the How to Get Going site. It will have the name of the prior company that you were in, but it is really, that's one of the ways that you can actually make sure that there, in my opinion, there's two ways. You need to let people know what you're doing, and the most important part is never quit.
Yeah.
George was mentioning with those people that were, with Jimmy, three of them became millionaires and one quit. The one that quit did not become a millionaire. You cannot succeed in this business if you quit. And if it it should be, if I'm not, a big sponsor, I'm not a networker, I'm just a regular guy. I'm actually an architect who is in love with the prospects of what the power of two, what network marketing, what the leverage that we have here can do for us. And I have just consistently trying to apply what you see right now on the screen, that connect, present, and follow up. I try to do that every day, Monday through Friday, and try to contact at least two people a week. And just by doing that, I have been able to achieve, a certain milestone, being a part of the millionaires in Isagenix, the 75th uh, Isagenix millionaire. It wouldn't have happened if I had quit. But the interesting thing is, and I really hate to say this, but I have not contacted the two people every single day. There's been days that I have not contacted anyone, and I have gone sometimes for weeks or so. And I'm kicking myself sometimes because had I just done that, and it doesn't take much time. You can do it in just a few minutes at the top of each hour. If you do that, the rewards are absolutely fantastic. And I know 2013 Isagenix is really going to take off in the momentum stage. And for all of you that are on this call, from the brand new person to the person that has been here for years and have not succeeded, if you just follow that, if you just go ahead and contact your two people a day, it is so simple. It's absolutely amazing. You connect with people to create curiosity. You present to create a desire, and then you follow up to simply provide people with the solution that they're looking for. And whether that solution entails weight loss, or making some extra income, or making a lot of extra income, or just any of the other benefits that people can get out of Isagenix, you have to simply keep on going and offer people what we have. And remember, like Zig Ziglar used to say, you know, you will get what you want once you have helped enough other people get what they want. So I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. And George, thank you so much also for joining us today. Everybody that's on the line, thank you for joining us. And, it's been a great year, 2012. And let's make 2013 the best year of our financial life, the best year of our health improvement part of our life, and so on. And we hope that we can help you build your business and achieve your goals in 2013. So good night,
Yes.
everyone. Merry Christmas, and thank you, George. And see you then next year. And by the way, we'll have this at the howtogetgoing.com site, a recording of this webinar. And we will keep you updated as to when our next webinar is going to be. Our next regular webinar will be on the 14th of January, but we might have one right after New Year's kickoff.
Yes, something I was going to say very quick. We are going to find a way to keep you informed also at the New Year kickoff, the things that are happening there. And but anyway, again, as Alex said, happy holidays, happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas. I mean, everybody have a great holiday. This is going to be next coming year, 2013 is going to be amazing year. But we have to make sure that we put our part for that to happen.
Yeah.
I will see you next year. I mean, not next year. Some of you are
Well,
going to see you
yeah,
probably
and
before because they live next to me, close by. But yeah, we have a Christmas. For those of you that happen to be in Utah, we have a Christmas party tomorrow. Remember that. And I saw a few of you in Utah. Okay,
great.
guys, have a
Just remind
fantastic.
them, George. Remind them where it's gonna be at.
It's going to be at the Ivory Ridge Club, Country Club in Lehigh. For those of you that know, it's the same place where we had the Halloween party. And I know there are about probably, I don't know, about 11 people on the call that are from here from Utah. But anyway, guys, I see you tomorrow. And if you don't live in Utah, that's okay. We are going to think on you. And if you happen to want to fly tomorrow, yeah, we're waiting for you anyway. Anyway, guys, have a fantastic holiday. See you.
Good night, everyone.